time and second chances, empty-handed. You like fast life, you like to drive.
So before I start my meal prep, I got a couple of things from the market, and these are just fresh groceries. I love these aubergine, so I got like a lot of them this time round. Also got some broccolis, so I got like 3 pieces. Like I said before, I love broccolis and I prefer eating broccolis compared to other greens. So I got 4 pieces. I also got some bell peppers. I got two of them. I got these small mangoes and also some tomatoes. I got some tomatoes over here and some more of this. So we have this and the bigger one. Potatoes as well. These are good for breakfast. These days I take them a lot. And also got some, these are potatoes and also the onions and some garlic inside here. Over here it's just meats. I think this is chicken. Yeah, these are chicken. This is all chicken, so I'll put it away in a bowl so that I can cook it. I also got some chicken breast. Yeah, I want to make this chicken breast with some rice, and also I got some roasted cashew nuts, 100 grams. I also want to use that. These are just toiletries. I got some self-raising flour for pancakes, some cling film, and I got spring onions. I love these onions because they are so flavorful. I love them. I got some oil. I had run out of oil with meal prep. I will go for this. For the olive, there are certain meals that I use in making that. When I use that. So I also got some brown flour for chapatis. I also got some coconut cream. Of course, I need coconut cream in the house whenever I'm cooking. These are for flowers. I want to plant this, but not here, somewhere else. I got some cocoa powder. I had run out of cocoa powder, and also some this for washing utensils. I'm cooking some chicken here. I've added salt and water, so I want it to cook because I want to use this broth. I have steamed some butternut over here. I want to use it to make something, and the beef is cooking here. Yeah, until everything is done, that is when I'll start now cooking. And here I have some milk I'm boiling as well. I want to make some cashew nut fried rice, so I'll begin by adding oil into my pot, then add in some whole spices, that is cumin seeds, some cloves, and also some cardamom pods. Then add in some fennel seeds. I always use like 4 fennel seeds, and then I will add in some chicken breast. Then give it a good mix until it is a bit translucent, but before that I will also be adding some salt for flavors, and then give it a good mix until it is nicely cooked. With this meal prep, we are not going to use much of the spices. I think the only spice I'll go with is curry powder and some garlic powder, just a little bit in some dishes, but some dishes I won't be using spices. So your meals can always be delicious minus spices. You don't have to be using spices all the time for you to get good flavor. So I will cover this, let it cook for like 5 minutes. After that, uncover it, and then keep mixing it until it is a bit translucent. Then add in some roasted cashew nuts. I decided to go with roasted cashew nuts because I find them more flavorful than the raw ones. Then added in some curry powder, some garlic powder, and then continue mixing the chicken until it is a bit brown. Then add in the soaked rice. I soaked this rice, washed it like 4 times so that I can get rid of the starch. Then give it a good mix. After that, I'm going to add in some broth. I'm using chicken broth. I'm not using water, but I'll add the coconut milk. First of all, I've added like five spoon of coconut milk. I'm not doing much of the coconut milk in this dish. Then add in the chicken broth. If you want this kind of rice to taste good, just go with the chicken broth. Don't use plain water. Then I will cover it, let it bubble up. After some time, come back, cover it with a foil, and then put it aside on low heat. Let it cook as I cook something else on this side, on this other side, and that is the chicken that I had pre-boiled that I want to cook over here. So I will shallow fry it. I'm not using much of the oil, so I'll just shallow fry it. But before that, I want to flavor this oil with some garlic. Yeah, I have some garlic. I'm going to flavor the oil, and then the same garlic, I'll remove the garlic and use it in the rice. So I'll just cook the chicken, let it brown, then I'll continue with something else. The rice is done and separates nicely, so I'm going to add some veggies inside there. I'm going to add some red onions, spring onions, red pepper, and also some carrots for some crunchiness. Later, I will mash the garlic that I've fried along with the chicken. I will mash it with some butter and then mix it in the rice. I've air fried one bell pepper, red onions, tomatoes, and also some eggplant. So I'm going to blend them and I'm going to use this in making all my stews. This one is to just replace all the spices that you want to use, because this makes all the stews taste so good. If you just want to do your meals without using any spice, you can just go with this one. This is cow meat that I've been slow cooking for like 2 hours. It's nicely cooked and very soft. So I'm going to add that sauce directly into the meat. And after that, I'm going to add in some beef broth, then cover it and let it just simmer with all the flavors. This is the easiest way to go for if you don't want to go the longest way of using tomatoes and onions, and still you get delicious stew. Most of my meals today in this meal prep contain rice, so I'm going to make something that can go along with the rice. So I'm making some beans. In goes my oil, and then I'm going to add some red onions, chopped garlic, and also some fresh turmeric that I've grated. Mix everything well until they are translucent. Then I will be adding in the beans and also use some coconut cream. Coconut cream is so good. You can use it in meat, you can use it in chicken, you can also use it in all your legumes like beans. They really go well, more so if you want to be using the beans as a side dish. So in my pot, I'm going to add the same sauce and then add in some chicken stock that I did put aside. Then mix everything well, add in some coconut cream, mix again, add in the fried chicken, and then let it simmer for like 10 minutes and it's done. like this is a good shortcut because you still have good flavors. You don't need to add any spices into these dishes still, because you've baked the tomatoes, the aubergine, the red pepper, and the onions plus the garlic. Everything now tastes so good. You don't need to add any spice. So I'm adding in the fried chicken. I'm going to mix it well, then cover it, let it simmer for 10 minutes, and then I shall be garnishing it with the spring onions. When I cooked the chicken before frying it, I did add some salt, and also the sauce had some salt. So I did not need to add some salt again. And I want to let you know that you can make any food minus using spices, like stews. You can make stews minus using spices. There are ingredients outside there that can substitute some spices. Like when you do bake aubergine or the eggplant with some red pepper, some tomatoes and red onions, as well as garlic, sprinkle some salt and also some oil, bake them or air fry them, then blend them. They substitute all the spices you would want to use. So we've come to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this video as I enjoyed making it, and also you got tips 1 or 2 from this video on how you can make your sauces minus the spices. Please like the video, give it a thumbs up, share it widely. Until next time guys, bye.